situation. And you can start with the kind of ellipse, almost like a pill shape. So you can flatten it out on the sides as well. Now I've already kind of overdone it, so I can bring that back. Maybe a skull in here. And I'll actually lay in a little bit of the shape of the head as well, because it foreshortens here, and I want to make sure that I show that. Like so. And you see that I'm not being precise necessarily with the first lines that I draw in, but I'm drawing over, I'm erasing, and I'm fixing things. So now I want to see, this is where the perfect midline would be, so I'm going to take that and lower it a little bit and see if that's a good position for the eyes. Notice that, of course, the vertical midline is what I lay in first, usually, especially with these very frontal views, but then the eyes, or the ellipse, in other words, like this, is what I lay in second. So the cylinder has a certain perspective that is shown through the ellipse at the top, and that ellipse is being mirrored on the face as well, and then in the bottom right here. So actually this is the line of the eyes as I've blocked it in, right? So we have that, and then I'm just essentially looking to see where the half point of the eyes and the chin is, roughly. Or I could use the brows as well. So I can lay the brows in and lay in that bottom plane. You'll notice that the bottom plane here is quite large, right, like this. Whereas as the head starts looking down, it becomes more and more foreshortened, so I'll get something much smaller. You can get the side plane of the face right here, and on this side at the bottom as well. And then when I lay in the nose, I can also just kind of say where it ends. So this is the base of the nose that I'm drawing out here, but the nose itself might have more of a triangular shape. So I can lay that in, but I'm not looking to be very accurate or specific about it. And then of course the mouth will wrap the same way that the eyes do, which is important to show. And then the ears will be quite tall, and I'm looking to compare. So I'm looking at where the brows are, so that would be a point for me right here. That's the point there. So the ears are almost on top of that, although not entirely. So I'm actually looking at the reference and taking specific information from it. And that's the difficulty of this, is you have to look at, you know, accurate things in the reference, or be accurate to the reference, but you also have to simplify it to go along with this model that you'll find helpful later on, and maybe a little tedious at the beginning. And then here's my neck. I can wrap that around a bit more, and you'll notice how higher up the shoulders are. You can actually wrap the neck even more so, because we're looking at it from above. And even just from these two drawings that I've drawn, you can see that doing a large volume of these will start to build connections in your head. So you'll, from drawing a flat view like this into drawing a foreshortened view like that, you'll start kind of comparing and telling yourself, okay, well, here, you know, the nose looks a certain way, here the shoulders look a certain way, and so on. And that's actually, I think,